Hi, my name is Maya Martin, and I'm the founder and executive director of PAVE, which stands for Parents Amplifying Voice in Education. And we work here in DC to connect, inform, and empower parent leaders to give families in DC a voice and a choice in the vision for education in our city. And in that vision, what we imagine is that parents are partners and leaders in creating a diversity of great, safe, and nurturing schools for every child in every ward and community. I think that what was amazing was that one, the engagement of the families, right? So part of the success of the project was really having families come together, and they met for 2 to 3 hours at a time every other Saturday, that they were giving of their time to craft a school that they knew oftentimes their children wouldn't even necessarily be able to attend. For the military families that were a part of the project, they get orders that transfer them every 2 years, so they knew that likely by the time the school opened, they would have left the area. For the Ward 8 families, I think some of them had kids who were in high school, right? So like they didn't know what grade levels the school would wind up serving, and they wanted to be reflective of what the community wanted in terms of that. But what they were committed to was creating a great school for all kids. And I think that's what's amazing when you talk about parent leaders, is that yes, as a parent, they are advocates for their child, but it's transformational when they become advocates for all children, and they are willing to give so much of their volunteer and limited time in order to make that a reality, not just for their kid, but for all kids in their community. I think it was amazing to watch families come together who previously thought that they probably had more differences and similarities, and through the project they learned that everybody cares about the same thing, which is their child, and finding a great school for that child and making sure that that school fits every child. I think the last part of that was amazing was that we got 5 responses from operators, both local and national, and so it meant that the parents had crafted an RFP that operators wanted to respond to, that they felt like was a real project that they wanted to engage in, and that they wanted to work with these families, to watch the families interview the operators, where they were really forefront, and the operators were answering their questions and their concerns, was amazing. So really you had parents leading the way, which I hadn't seen something like that done in the city, and so in that way I think it was a huge success.